Here we are again. I said a few weeks ago that I would tell you of my biggest gamble over the last few years. So here goes. Andrew Stringer, whose eyes are always open, tells me he fancies a cheapie at the sales called Island Green, which would make, he thought, maybe 4,000. I'm on a bus on my way to Zambia, so he rings me on the mobile as the horse entered the sales ring. He's making about 5,000. Mind you, that was more than we thought. But I said, give 5.5, and that's it. We got him for the 5,500, and he turned out my best bloodstock investment for a long time. The date was October 04. I didn't see him until I came home from Zambia, and what I saw I wasn't impressed. He was only a pony, and didn't appear to be sound. Give him a piece of work, tailed off. Now, in those circumstances, I'd usually give them away for riding horses. But in Island Green's case, I noticed that two very important things. One, he was a great eater, and two, he put his head down and tried. I gave him a few runs in January and February 06. He ran terrible. And then I ran him in a claimer at Leicester, or a setter, I think it was a setter, around June 06. Tom Queally wrote him and said he had improved 3 stone. If he had been in the all-weather, he would have won. And you see, he wasn't bred for the grass and didn't like it. Now, if Tom Queally's right, we're in business. Now is the time to get the brain working. I started scouring through the calendars for races to come, and I spotted a race around October-November 06 at Kempton Park, and decided that race suits it ideally and gives me plenty of time to have him really cooking. The next thing I have to do is book a jockey who never rides for me. That would be to throw everybody off the scent. I noticed a jockey, T.P. O'Shea, recently arrived from Ireland to this country, and I noticed he rode very well, so I decided he will do for me. The rest is history. On the 29th of October 06, Island Green did the business at Kempton Park, after opening short and drifting out to 9-1. Definitely a bit of value. All the TV commentators were silent. They must have gone to the cafe. He came home lame, but I didn't worry, as I had a race spotted around the Cheltenham Festival. I worked him around Southern about the first day in March. I worked him on his own. Tom Queally wrote him. He'll do for me, says Tom. I came back in the box thinking, what a money spinner we have here. Entered him in a claimer on the 13th of March, where he would have been wrong at the weights. I can hear all the know-alls saying, this will not be fancy today. He's wrong at the weights. It was Champion Hurdle Day at Cheltenham. But my ship sailed in at Southern 7-1. That'll do for me. You have to think ahead in this game. It was a claimer, and he could be claimed for 5,000, which looked very cheap if you didn't know his problems. I decided not to put in a claim, as I had one last plan for my little diamond. He was 51 on to be claimed. He looked a real bargain at 5,000. There were dozens of claims, including a decent trainer, Alan Bailey, who rang me from the racecourse to see if it was all right to claim him. Eventually a trainer, who I don't know, called Carr, got the horse in the ballot. Now things get serious. I knew the horse would not stay sound for long, and there was a race in 9 days' time back at Southern. Would he enter him? Oh, you know, it was a bit of a nightmare, but he did enter him in the race. And I knew I was nailed on to do the three-timer. If I'd been running in my name, he would have been evens. Prices starting at 9 to 2 in the morning were the icing on the cake for me. He trotted up. No big headlines. No waves created. Money in the bank. Job done. They say guessing Barney Curley would put you in the workhouse. Those people could be right. Thought for the week. To lose wealth is to lose nothing. To lose health is to lose something. To lose character is to lose everything.